Are you ready for a fabulous February? I think we have found it. I hope. So I love this. We're entering into February in a new Lunar New Year because Lunar New Year is January 29th. And it's the year of the snake. So again, I've said this before, after the drama of the year of the dragon, this is going to be a much chiller year in theory. Yeah, on paper, whatever. So February is really the first month that we're going to feel the energy of the year of the snake. So I've talked about this. I'm not going to talk about it more in this video. You can go back and watch the 9-year in numerology video, or you can watch the year of the snake video. But I really am loving this energy. So we're kicking off February with, again, the year of the snake energy. And February 2nd, we start off with Groundhog Day. Great movie. But it's going to be really interesting to see what Punxsutawney Phil sees this year. I say his name wrong all the time. It's Punxsutawney Phil. I think I'm saying it right now. But it's going to be interesting to see what's going on there because we've had some weird, interesting weather in the South this year already. Very interesting. So on February 4th, we have Jupiter going direct in Gemini. And also we have Venus moving into Aries, just adding a splash of fire to, all things that Venus rules, which is basically our money and our love life, our relationships, not necessarily just romantic ones. Yeah. On the 12th, we have a full moon in Leo that hits its peak at 8:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All my times are Eastern Standard Time because, well, that's where I live. Yeah. On the 14th, we have Valentine's Day and Mercury moving into Pisces. Now, Mercury is not fond of Pisces. Really not a happy place for Mercury. So this is going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting little twist on communication on this Valentine's Day, this important holiday for romance. I know, I'm such a romantic, right? On the 18th, we have the sun moving into Pisces, joining quite the party in Pisces, by the way. Sorry, there's a hair tickle on my face. On the 23rd, we have Mars going direct in Cancer. On the 27th, we have a new moon in Pisces that hits its peak at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I just want to say, this is quite the little party in Pisces this month. It is. But having Mars go direct from the 23rd until March 1st, this is our small window when we have all the planets direct. Now, planets in retrograde are not a bad thing. It is a time for us to enter the re-season, like I like to call it, where we reevaluate, we redo, we fill in the blank. Whatever you need to do, you reassess. And I think that this is the perfect year for us to not see a huge window of opportunity where all the planets are direct at once. 9 is all about rebirth. It's about living through some endings so that we can have some new beginnings, coming to a conclusion, because we are in a 9-year. And I think that, again, with the year of the snake, I've talked about this in other videos. I'm not going to go in a lot of detail here. But I think that this is a kind of a good year for us to not have this huge gap between retrogrades, between planets being in retrograde. Sometimes we'll have as much as 4 months of planets or 3 months of planets that are all direct at one time. But this year we don't. We just have a very small window just from the 23rd of February until March 1st. So that being said, We're ending February with one planet in fire, which is Venus in Aries, two planets in air, which is Jupiter in Gemini and Pluto in Aquarius. And Pluto should be camped out in Aquarius for a minute. 2044 is when Pluto comes out of Aquarius. So then we also have one planet and south node in Earth. So we have Uranus camped out in Taurus, and we have south node in Virgo. And in Pisces, oh my gosh, well, there's 5 planets and north node in water. And so we have Mars in Cancer, but Pisces is like the party hub, right? Because we've got North Node, Sun, Saturn, Mercury, and Neptune all in Pisces for this period of time. It's, yeah, if you got a lot of stuff in your chart that's in Pisces, you might want to check this out and see what's going on with you and what's happening with you this month. It's very interesting, very interesting. Okay, so the crystal of the month this month is selenite. Now, I realized that we had this crystal as the crystal of the month in October of 2044. Oh my gosh, 2024. What is wrong with me? I am drinking coffee. I am. But we had, in October of 2024, selenite was the crystal of the month. So the reason why selenite is coming back up at this time is because it's a great remover of negative energy, and it removes negative energy. It cleanses auras. It provides protection. It helps with releasing, a big component of being in the year of the 9 and in the year of the snake, for that matter. And it also helps to get rid, as I said, with negative energy, but it's also negative energy associated with emotions like mental and emotional pain. So this is a wonderful time to just sort of like use the selenite to cleanse, clear, release, so that we can move on and so that we can like have some new beginnings and some new wonderful things coming into our life. I'm going to read a tiny little snippet of it because I have read about this crystal before, but here it is. And I'll show you some more examples in just a second. But here is the basics. It works as a vacuum cleaner to purify and cleanse the aura. It opens and stimulates the crown chakra, bringing in the divine light of the cosmos. It allows you to move forward in strength. That, again, is 9 energy. It is. It connects to your higher self and the I am presence. It clears away the old and helps make way for the new, vibrant energy and a deeper spiritual connection. And I think that is just, it's about spiritual awakening. And I think that this is a fantastic year for that. I don't really think that there's a bad year for that. I really don't. But I'm just saying this is a pretty good year for that. So these are all the examples that I have for sale in my booth, and I just found out that someone published my website and there's nothing on it, so there's nothing new on my website right now. But this is the stuff that I have for sale. So I have some wands. This one has all the chakras on it, the chakra symbols, because it is really fantastic for clearing chakras. For that matter, this is a necklace, although my husband hangs it in his car. I also have one hanging beside my bed. It also has crystals that symbolize each chakra. I have some raw pieces of selenite. I have some smooth. This is also a wand. These are considered wands. I have a wand that has like a pointy tip. I love that. I have this thing that I sit other crystals on top of because it has a little divot in the center. I also have selenite bowls. I have some orange selenite, as you will see, that's moon and sphere. I also have some round ones. I didn't pull those out of my booth for this though. And I have some with the seed of life on them. I have some, like, I love these. They're just the perfect size. I know you can't see it with the reflection of the lights. This one has the Hamsa on it. Also great for protection. And this one is just a plain one, but I love the oval sort of shape. I just like those shapes. And then of course I have the round, and I have these in orange as well. But those are the ones that, like, I keep around. And I also, I have earrings. I have some jewelry. I have some earrings and some necklaces with selenite in them. These are things that I keep in my booth all the time. And I highly recommend that, like, you go check out, like, your local metaphysical store. I can tell you right now, they probably have a ton of selenite. And I also have an athame made out of selenite. I love it. Also something I use quite a bit. Yeah. Okay. So today I am also, like, as usual, I'm going to be pulling cards from the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck. If I can get this to get in focus. I know. My Canon has one job. And I'm also pulling from the Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland. Love these cards. And as I say almost every month, this is one of the, like, few decks that I read from the book, Yasmin Boland. And it's just because the book has so much information that I really feel like is vital when I'm pulling those cards. Everything else, just intuition. So that being said, I'm really excited about, like, moving into February and really getting the energy of this year of the snake. It's a very exciting time. It is. There's not a huge amount of transits happening in February, but the ones that are happening, I feel like it's really important. I mean, we've got 2 planets going direct. We have Venus moving into Aries. I love it. I love it. A little bit hesitant about Mercury going into Pisces, but that's because I'm double ruled by Mercury. So anytime Mercury is uncomfortable, I feel it. And he's our planet of communication. I mean, come on. But let's see what your individual numerology is for this month. I know. I think it really has an opportunity to be fantastic. So let's see what's shaking out for you. Hello, Life Path 4. February for you is a 6 month. I think this is just it's so interesting for us because, you know, I am a 22-4. So for February, we really need to, like, look at a few things besides Mouse back here. Why is he staring at the wall? Maybe he's chasing a shadow or a bug. He does that sometimes. But February for us, I think paying attention to, like, the Venus energy, definitely going to be, like, something that could influence this 6 vibration for us. So the 6 energy, let's just start with the mantra. The mantra is, I am compassionate, generous, and inspiring mutual love, respect, and truth. How awesome is that? Yeah. 6 is a very artistic vibration. It's all about family, the love in our home, with our children, with our community. Definitely where our values lay, you know, those sort of important things that Venus does rule over, as well as, like, our money. Yeah. But this is a time of really being there for our friends, being generous, being compassionate, And when we're compassionate, not just to like those that we love, but also to ourselves, being generous and compassionate to ourselves and being a good friend, again, to ourselves as well as other people. Because if you can't be a friend to yourself, are you a really good friend to everyone else? Yeah. And I'm not talking about being selfish. I'm talking about just you have to take care of yourself. This is definitely a time of harmony. This is definitely a time to like work on and work with like partnerships, all kinds of partnerships, romantic, friendships, business. And if you're in a marriage or if you're in like a romantic partnership, you're going to feel that heightened sense of focus on it during this vibration, during this time, which is really interesting because it is Valentine's Day. You know, we do have that fun little holiday in February, don't we? Love it. Yeah. This is also a time of speaking your truth. So watching Mercury, and where Mercury is moving into Pisces, which is not its favorite place, watching how you're speaking to other people and also how you speak to yourself. I keep saying that because I do feel like we miss that point a lot, especially when we're in that vibration of a 6, that we forget to take care of ourselves as well. So the lesson of the 6 is to be patient, accepting, and to speak our truth without judgment or desire for a specific outcome. Yeah, I know, lots of fun. So shadow sides of the 6. Shadow sides of the 6 sort of incorporate that this is a time to be okay with being alone without feeling lonely. That's really not too much of a hardship for a 4, because a lot of people who are 4s do enjoy their alone time. They do enjoy like spending that time alone and, you know, just sort of away from everybody. We're gregarious creatures, but we do enjoy our time away, our solitude. Yeah. The thing with the 6 is that some more shadow sides here is accepting responsibility when it's not ours to accept, being skeptical, which can cause us to be overly sensitive or nervous. Yeah. But taking on other people's responsibilities is not only adding to our own like emotional or mental load, but it's also taking something away from someone that could be like a learning lesson for them. And that's pretty important. It is. Because let's remember who we are, Life Path 4. We are all about building and strengthening relationships. All kinds of relationships, right? All kinds of partnerships, whether they're business, friends, family, community, whatever. This is really an important time for us to build and strengthen relationships in a harmonious way. And really, I just want to say creatively. Yeah. Remember that you are a really, really good manifester. So when you are manifesting in a 6 month, make sure that you are doing it when you are being generous and compassionate, speaking your truth, so that it's like, I almost want to say that you have just like an open communication with everyone. I say this because as a Life Path 4 myself, I sometimes struggle when I'm in a 6 month, because just having a two-way communication with people is sometimes a struggle when they're not feeling it and you are. Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. You're a good manifester. You can make things happen. Remember your mantra. I am a builder, confident and steadfast, seeking order and accomplishment. I know. Remove the clutter from your life. Like you should be doing all the time. That is your life path. Remove the clutter from your life, whether it's emotional, physical, mental. Get rid of the baggage. Don't accept and take on other people's responsibilities in this vibration of a 6, okay? Because you're going to want to, and that's not going to help anybody out. All right, let's see what advice card we have for you this month, Life Path 4. Woohoo! Uh-oh. Ooh, Mary Magdalene. Unconditional love. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. That is so perfect. I mean, that is so perfect for us this month. Come on, Canon. There we go. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. Okay, Moonology. Oh, North Node. Step out of your comfort zone. That is interesting. North Node, step out of your comfort zone. Well, let's see what the... Okay, there it is. I'm like, sometimes I miss it in the book. Yeah. Okay, that says Blue Moon, not North Node. Okay, that says South Node. There we go, North Node. Really? Okay. North Node, step out of your comfort zone. There's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind somehow. Perfect year for it. 9-year, year of the snake. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about that. Okay. It's time to leave the past behind somehow because you are headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going towards doing the thing that scares you within reason. This card is all about living your life's purpose, which is possibly what you've asked about. It's urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direction. So take action. So are you willing to follow through and lead the life you incarnated to live? If you finally found the courage to make the leap, there's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, why did I wait so long? I know I'm headed in the right direction. All right, Life Path 4. That's some fantastic advice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to February for us. Thank you so much for joining me today, Life Path 4. Thank you so much for your continued support on my channel. I'm looking forward to see what happens for us in 2025. So have a fabulous February. And until we see each other again, get out there and make your magic. Bye.